Packers, welcome back to another episode of SNS Plays. I'm Pete here with Andy, and today we're playing This Book is a Dungeon.
Dungeon is a book.
Yeah, so just do it, jump in. So this is an indie game I picked up on a sale forever ago.
Tick, 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 tick.
You remember a time when you used to steal aching glances at the clock, praying for the strike of the merciful hour that had finally set you free.
Do you want to finish your intro before we...
Yeah, I will. It's an indie game I picked up on a sale literally just because it looked really cool and I thought me and Andy would have fun playing it, so
yeah.
I haven't done anything with it. Let's do it.
Temporarily released from the shackles of a tiresome workday, you'd eagerly rush home, shed your work clothes like a burdensome second skin, and flitted off into the night to join friends for merriment and mischief. Ooh.
Those days are gone.
Well, that's sad. The shift came on slowly at first.
Sharp pains, dizziness, restlessness, insomnia.
But even more unsettling changes tightened their grip within you. It became clear something was very wrong.
Poked, prodded, examined, analyzed, a battery of tests, a gauntlet of medical pummeling and anxious uncertainty. And then the waiting.
Do you have cancer or something? This is sad.
This is getting real.
When the call finally came, you already knew the answer before the words rolled off the lips, rasping away on the other end of the line.
Lost in an echo chamber, you mind past only snippets of the doctor's news, the ones that stung the most.
Like bees.
It's terminal. Oh, sorry.
A year left to live.
Maybe 2 at best.
I'm so sorry.
And then you're alone.
Now time is your enemy, siphoning away the last of you with every passing moment, draining the light, the color from your world.
Jesus. Leaving an empty shell of aching hopelessness and dark anticipation in its wake.
Dark Anticipation, great metal band.
That is a great name for a metal band.
The clacking of keyboards, ringing of phones, and casual banter of clueless co-workers is a steady ache.
Is this a Stanley Parable? It rakes at the frayed corners, pulls at the tattered edges of your weary mind.
But the appointed hour has arrived. It dampens the din, if only for a short while. Tomorrow is another day. For them, at least.
I thought this was a fantasy game. For you? Possibly. You linger for just a minute longer, letting the eager parade filter through the exit.
The last to leave, you close up, lock the door, and pull your overcoat tight around you. A spitting mist turns to a downpour well before you reach the dry sanctuary of the putrid subway entrance.
The stairs are a descent into unpleasant smells and hustled near misses, as bustling crowds crush together to get to and from their mundane 9-to-5s. For a moment, you miss that simplicity of routine, the promise of continuance.
Is it terminal because we played Beginner's Guide? Is that what's killing us? Standing at the edge of the platform, you look down at the electrified tracks. Wind picks up in the tunnel, signaling the rapidly approaching train. You mind wanders.
I wonder if that's on purpose. You imagine what it'd be like to be caught on the tracks right as the train comes barreling through at 60 miles per hour.
Death is a beacon, drawing you ever closer. It swirls and dances on the sparkling steel girders below. It teases and taunts only inches away. Come to me, whispers the siren call.
It's not time yet. It's not yet time.
You take a few steps back from the yellow line.
20 minutes feels like an eternity in the packed subway car. Damp, sweaty, exhaustion and regret mixed with promise and delusion. A wagon full of cattle, oblivious, tuned out, numb.
Stop by stop, the opening and closing of the door thins the herd.
Jesus. Man, it's so funny because, I love playing weird, depressing games with you. This was not what I was expecting. Just a weird, dramatic reading.
Of, cancer.
It's a welcome culling, a shifting of space, a loosening of knots.
Soon you're the last, and you can breathe easy again. But you still stand the car with a quick glance out of habit. One last time to make sure you're truly alone. Like, seriously, what kind of neighborhood do you have that has a subway station but, like, is so far out of the way that you're the only person left on the subway at 5 o'clock?
Except you're not quite alone.
There's a small leather satchel sitting on an empty seat in the far corner of the car.
Okay, here we go. You glance around again, not trusting your weary eyes. There's still not a living soul save your own.
The handrail is sticky with grime from the clutch of 1,000 dirty fingers. Filthy. You wince at its touch, but it offers stability as you work your way toward the other end of the car, towards the Orphaned Satchel. Orphaned Satchel, also a great metal band.
Or an indie band. Where did its owner go? The bag is weathered and worn, some tired soul who will no doubt be missing its contents, you gather.
A high-pitched whine pierces the air as the car rocks and rattles. 32nd Street. It's your stop.
The lights also flickered. Go.
Oh, sorry.
It's fine. Time to go.
Do you take the bag? Do you leave it there?
Take the bag, right?
Oh, yeah.
You instinctively reach out and swipe the bag, figuring it's better off in your hands than left to wander the dark tunnels inside a giant metal beast alone.
Thick, stale underground air turns cool and damp as you emerge from the city's high-speed intestines and hit the noisy streets above.
This imagery, though.
Yeah.
340 steps later, you're at the door of your second-story apartment, fumbling the keys, muttering under your breath. The lock finally gives way.
Peeling off your soaked coat, you drop everything on the table, kick off your shoes, and check your answering machine.
And realize you're not a pet person, so that's why you're probably so alone. You have no new messages. No surprises there.
Ignoring the pile of unwashed dishes in the empty fridge, you slide back to the table and remember the bag.
What's in the bag?
Thanks, Brad Pitt.
Inside that bag, you'll find an old book.
What's in the book?
The book is aged and weathered. Its cover is adorned with an ominous skeletal being that looks half human, half serpent, and the title is written in an language you don't have the tongue to decipher. Anglage.
Open the book.
This one too.
Unlocking the old book, you open the cover and flip through the dusty pages. The book appears to be blank. How odd. Do we flip to the first page, or to a random page, or to the last page? Like, who's just gonna start reading a book at the end? Like, flip to the first fucking page.
That's what I'm thinking,
Yeah,
right?
like,
Yeah.
You, like,
The only thing is, I would go to a random page just because it's blank.
okay.
And if like we were like being like, why is it blank? Like, do you look and see if
True.
if it's blank throughout the whole thing? But I say go to the first one too. That's fine.
All right. The frail pages seem brittle to the touch, as if they're in danger of crumbling into nothingness. Yet your fingers resonate with an unknown energy.
Random.
Random page. You flip to a random page and find nothing. Are your eyes playing tricks on you, or did you see the faint glimmer of words fading from view just now?
Back to the first page.
Okay. It's the
Okay.
same thing.
Random.
Random page.
You want to do another random page?
Let's do another random page, see what happens.
Okay.
Flipping through the pages, a faint flicker of ink catches your eye.
I knew it.
You flip back several pages to try and find it.
Okay. After much searching, you uncover a page that spots a faint drawing of a keyhole sketched in pencil.
You instinctively reach out a finger and trace it over the drawing.
Okay. A sudden, sharp pain, a paper cut, spurs you to pull your hand away quickly. Looking down, you notice the keyhole sketch has changed into a fanged serpent. Spots of your blood dot the page. Well,
The room swims. You feel faint and disoriented.
your vision goes blank as you hit the floor.
Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor.
A sharp pain slams your temple.
Oh.
Something happens. It sends a raw white heat burning through your consciousness. We hit our head.
Yeah. Then, empty space. Whoa.
You fall through the black void,
Oh yeah, I do.
erasing the past, erasing the future,
Spoopy.
only the present.
What is happening?
Where am
I?
Who am I?
Hey!
Ah, yes! The This is reminding me of Get Out right now.
What is this darkness eating away inside me? Now you're in the sunken place.
And then...
Behold the coagula. Oh, I can click the light.
Cool.
Ooh.
Oh, holy crap. You awaken in a small chamber illuminated by the light of a single flickering torch resting in the sconce at the far wall. The sharp throb pulsing behind your eyes fades quickly, but an unpleasant chill is creeping in. You notice words scratched into the stone floor. At this distance, the torchlight is too dim to make out what they say.
Grab the torch from the wall sconce and take comfort in the subtle warmth that breathes across your face. You can now get a better look at your surroundings.
Holding the torch closer to the floor, you can clearly see the inscription carved. There it reads, Chapter 1. Why the Walls Bleed.
That's a good name for a first chapter.
Yeah, it is. A heavy wooden door to the south appears to be the only way to get in or out of this pit. Okay.
We open the wooden door, I guess.
The door creaks and shudders open as you strain against its weight. You find yourself in a larger stone room that's cavernous and empty. The echoing sound of water droplets comes from a passage to the west. You catch a whiff of something familiar, something out of place. Is that...
Oh, I'm going to click this ellipsis.
Wait, let's see this.
Yeah. You also notice another passageway to the east, as well as the door you just came through.
Okay, so yeah, what's that? What is that?
Citrus!
Okay.
You want to go see the citrus in the west?
So, I'm looking at this map.
Right.
West is a dead end.
West is a dead end, but there might be something.
Yeah, so let's do that.
Let's check that out, yeah. The narrow corridor opens into a dead-end room that reeks of overripened fruit. You're blasted with the sweet, pungent odor which nearly overpowers you. Looking around, you notice a viscous, reddish substance draining out of several large round holes in the wall. A mysterious fluid drips down in a slow, syrupy cascade, collecting in stone basins carved along the base of the wall.
Okay, so there's something. Let's do it.
Let's check it out, yeah.
The sweet odor is emanating from this odd liquid, odd future. You decide to leave it alone for now. Exit through the passageway to the east. Okay, so something to...
Alright, and yep, we're back in this room. Let's go to the east again.
Or do you want to open the door to the north?
The door to the north is just the pit we came in from.
Is it?
Yeah, that's where we were.
You're sure?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, we started here, came into this room.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then yeah, go to the east.
Alright. Pushing further ahead into the unknown depths, your eyes play tricks in the torchlight. What lurks in the darkness ahead, skittering away just beyond the glow of your torch. As you round the corner, you notice a small alcove in the passageway here. The corridor continues to the east. The northern passage leads around the corner back to the west.
Check it out.
Let's look in the alcove.
It's a small crack in the wall of the alcove. It's not big enough for you to squeeze through. Who knows what could be in there? I don't know.
I don't know. I'm feeling...
You want to do it?
I like to live dangerous.
All right, do it.
Ooh.
Oh.
You reach into the crack and find a crude mechanical switch.
Wait, like a Nintendo Switch?
Yeah, just like... but made out of like rocks and...
A crude mechanical switch. It's just an iPad with some Wiimotes. Alright,
You want to activate the
yes,
mechanical
I guess.
switch? Yeah, let's play Breath of the Wild. Hear the rumble of grinding stone further ahead from the corridor to the east.
Okay.
Okay, then.
Pushing further into the unknown depths, your eyes play tricks in the
This
torchlight.
is where we were again. Same.
Okay, right,
description.
yeah. Okay.
So back to the east.
Yeah, see what happened.
Let's keep going.
Right, at the end of this passageway, a section of wall is shifted to reveal a hidden alcove. Oh, cool. As you approach, torch held high, you see a monstrous form emerge from the darkness, lumbering towards you.
It attacks! Do we fight to survive or flee for our life?
If it's a big monster, I feel like maybe you run.
Alright.
Because I feel like if we fight, we might die. Like it said,
let's go.
We learned the game will kill us, so
It's true.
Let's run.
Flee.
Rattled by the shambling horror, you drop the torch and flee back into the void. That's not
Into
good.
the black void. Awesome.
Fumbling blindly down the corridor, you bolt deeper into darkness. You're not alone. Shit.
Run!
Yeah.
The quickening beat of your pulse is pounding in your ears as you feel your way through the pitch black. You cannot give up. You can make it. Run. Only a little further. Run! Is it still there in the darkness? Run!
You gasp for air, pain shoot up to your sides. You are slowing down. The ache in your muscles intensifies. You can't keep this up. Your fingers are raw and bleeding from scraping your way along the stone walls. Your mind races. Your pace lags. Your will is failing.
You collapse to the floor in exhaustion. The world is dark and silent, except for your pounding heart.
Thump thump. Thump thump. Thump thump.
Bump, 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 bump.
your pulse begins to slow and your breathing eases.
A new sound catches your ear.
Nah, man, that's the new sound. Man, whatever happened to Glenn Miller?
It's very faint at first.
It always is.
Oh God.
The sound. Okay. Insects scurrying along the floor. That's not good. The sound of saliva dripping from an open mouth, panting with hunger. You hold your breath and struggle to lie still as the painting moves closer. Then it stops. It was panting.
Oh God. Are we dead? I think we're dead.
Oh, those are eyes. A sharp sting pierces your leg as a tentacled appendage entwines you and draws you into the beast's slathering, fanged maw. You scream as it sinks its teeth into your torso, ripping chunks of skin and organs away and down into its gullet. The last thing you hear is smacking and gnawing horror feasting on your entrails.
Nice.
You've perished in one of many horrible ways. Try again to seek your fate and seek to change your fate. The end.
So we died.
We died, yeah. So that's gonna wrap it up for this first episode of This Book is a Dungeon. I definitely want to do more of these.
I'd come back to it, yeah.
Alright, cool. We're gonna make this a series.
We'll
then.
fight the monster next time.
Confirmed. Yeah, we will not die. Maybe we can burn it or something.
Maybe.
Or
hit it with a torch, you know.
stick the torch in its mouth, who knows. Alright, so cool. If you guys like this video, please like it, share it with a friend, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and make sure you come back on Thursday for a retro show, and we'll probably be doing the Legend of Zelda stream tomorrow, as long as nothing goes wrong. See you then.
Bye. Book.
That was fun.
Yeah. Spoopy.
Super spoop. Okay, stop stuff.
Stop stuff. Stop recording.